What's up, guys? Alex Jason back here with a brand new video. Hopefully, great day for tonight. If you guys are in this world, and Jimmy Butler just signed with the Miami Heat. I thought the NBA free agency day one was coming to a calming end. We saw Kyrie Irving sign with the Nets. We saw Kemba Walker sign with the Celtics. We saw Kevin Durant go to the Nets. We saw Tobias Harris stay with the 76ers. We saw little moves like Ricky Rubio go to the Suns and all different little moves. But it's been time. Jimmy Butler is now part of the Miami Heat in a sign and trade situation with the Philadelphia 76ers, which sends Josh Richardson from the Heat to the 76ers, which just adds more depth. Or I guess the 76ers do not have JJ Redick anymore. He decided to go to the Pelicans. JJ Redick loves going to teams that have good potential. Like he went to the 76ers 2 years ago. Now he's with the Pelicans. He loves going to teams with good potential, the Clippers. But so Jimmy Butler's a part of the Miami Heat. I'm gonna be talking about, like I do with most free agent signings, what the Heat are going to be looking like over the next 4 years, and what the 76ers are going to look like. That's just going to be a little blurb. But I'd also have to talk about Al Horford in another video because he decided to go to the Philadelphia 76ers for 4 years, $109 million, which kind of blows my mind that the Philadelphia 76ers are rivals. Just got Al Horford. But let's jump right into this video about Jimmy Butler. The official tweet from Woj, the deal will include Josh Richardson to the 76ers. League sources tell ESPN Miami is finalizing a sign and trade with the Philadelphia 76ers to acquire Jimmy Butler. League sources tell ESPN. Woj just tweeted something. What is this? Oh, it's about Al Horford. That's not going to be in this video. That's going to be a separate video. That's also going to come out around the same time this Jimmy Butler one does. I'm not going to upload it tonight. I'm going to upload it tomorrow, which will be Monday, because I already uploaded 3 videos today, and I don't want you guys to be bombarded with all these videos. I want to make sure you guys watch those 3 videos, and I'll upload these 2 tomorrow around the same time. Anyways, so the Miami Heat roster is looking like Justice Winslow, Goran Dragic, maybe Ryan Anderson, depends on what they do with him. Hassan Whiteside, Bam Adebayo, James Johnson, Dion Waiters, Kelly Olynyk, not Josh Richardson. I'm looking at their last year roster and just plugging out the names. Derrick Jones Jr., and now Jimmy Butler. Now, I could see the attraction to Jimmy Butler. Used to be D-Wade's team. It's Miami. They got all great things going for them. The weather, different types of people down there. It's just a fantastic place to be down there in Miami. Based off it's the weather. It's not the cold. He was in Chicago, then Minnesota, 76ers. All those places are pretty torturous places to be when it comes to the cold weather, so I'm guessing he had enough of it. And the Miami Heat are a solid roster that were so close to making the playoffs last year. They just missed it by a hair. The Eastern Conference, from the 4th to the 8th seed, it could have gone either way the last month of the season. It was super close. With that being said, I think the Jimmy Butler addition's not going to make them a super duper huge threat. This just comes down to where I think Jimmy Butler wanted to be. And he wanted money. He got money. I don't want to get this wrong, $142 million. That's what a lot of these guys are getting. If you don't re-sign with the original team, they're gonna get somewhere around 142. Like Kyrie got 142. Kevin Durant was the exception with 162. But a lot of guys are getting 142, like Jimmy Butler, Kyrie Irving, and there's a few other examples out there I cannot think of right now. But I really do like this signing for the Heat. But the Heat are still they're really still stuck in the same situation they were D-Wade a few years ago before he went to the Bulls, when he was averaging, after LeBron was gone, when he's still averaging a good amount of points, 18, 20 points a game. They're still kind of in that same situation, because that's kind of like what Jimmy Butler does, between 20, 25 points a game. They still don't have enough pieces to get anywhere. They're going to make the playoffs next year, obviously. If they don't, that'd be a big surprise. But I wouldn't be surprised if they get the bounce out of the first round. And I definitely would not be surprised if they get completely destroyed in the second round. Because who do they have besides Jimmy Butler? They do have solid young pieces with Justice Winslow, Bam Adebayo. They have solid role players that are older, like Dion Waiters. I know I'm surprised I'm saying Hassan Whiteside is a solid role player, but he's really not that good anymore. They have Goran Dragic, who's a really good point guard. He's an all-star. Was it this season or last? I know he was an all-star recently. Derrick Jones Jr., who's a solid young player. Kelly Olynyk, who's a solid role player off the bench or starter. So I don't really see the whole appeal of going to the Heat except for the weather, honestly. I don't see the whole appeal. Maybe Maybe Jimmy Butler knows stuff that we don't know, that like they're targeting other players to trade for, because they obviously can't really sign anybody. Their money's loaded up with Kelly Olynyk, Jimmy Butler, Hassan Whiteside, Justice Winslow, Bam Adebayo. Those guys are getting not Bam Adebayo, James Johnson. Those guys are getting pretty hefty contracts. So I don't know if they know something that we don't, like they're gonna go trade for someone. But right now, I don't see the whole appeal. They'll probably be like a 6th, 5th seed this coming season. But I don't really see them losing D Wade and replacing with Jimmy Butler. I mean, it's a huge difference, but I don't see it making them like a whole new threat in the East. I think this is just like a signing that he wants to be. He doesn't really care about the winning right now. Like I said, unless he knows, so him and the Heat know something we don't know. Oh, I forgot to add, they have Tyler Hero as well on the Heat roster, who's just fantastic young shooting guard. I'm just looking at last year's roster, and it was just plugging names in and out. But yeah, so sorry, I forgot about my boy Tyler Hero. 1 pick away from the Celtics. That really pisses me off. But yeah, so this was something that we kind of saw coming in the last few hours. We did think Kawhi and Jimmy were teaming up. That was a good rumor going around the league a few hours ago as well, with Stephen A. Smith saying, "Oh, Kawhi and Jimmy are looking more likely teaming up with the Clippers." Well, that's not happening. Looks like Jimmy's going to the Heat and Josh Richardson's going up north of the 76ers. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this video. This free agency is wild. I love making these videos, and like always, peace.